YouTube, what's going on, guys? It's been a while since I posted some content, but I just wanted to make a post now just to update you guys on what's happening with the agency, what I'm focusing on, and as far as what's the goals I have for 2022. So before we get started here, if you don't know who I am Chris Hernandez. I run an advertising agency in that we are pivoting from Facebook into complete done for you on TikTok. So ideally, the components of my offer are really just like three things. One is where I have a creative director on board, where the client ships out the product to them. We produce user-generated content. The second step is it's a complete done-for-you offer where my team handles the advertising of the creatives on the TikTok platform. And then a third sort of pillar to the offer is that communications pretty much 24/7 between my team and I. And the client, when they sign with us, they just have to sit back, relax, and manage the back end of their business also while the front end. So why am I pivoting from Facebook into TikTok? Well, a couple of things. So e-commerce as a whole, they're seeing a lot of changes with Facebook losing lots of its users to TikTok just because Facebook's just as a whole organization, right? Their vision is focused on the metaverse, right? It's not really focused on what really got all of these, I would say, all their customers onto the Facebook platform in the first place, which was advertising. With Facebook, right? Back in like 2016, before the iOS updates, you could really target anybody and everybody. Targeting as a whole, Facebook was just a complete unit, and it wasn't hard to advertise on there. Well, now with the iOS updates, it looks like Facebook's trying to compensate while losing tons of its users on the platform. So what does that mean? Well, you're paying for higher CPMs. Of course, you're still going to deal with Facebook ad account bans out of nowhere. And overall, Facebook, the algorithm, I mean, if you scale too fast, if you're spending try to do $100 every other day, or you try to do $1,000 every other day, right? The algorithm just gets thrown off, and then they ultimately just try to ban your account, right? I'm not saying that Facebook doesn't work. I'm just saying that what if there's a better opportunity? What if you could go to a different platform, run a similar creatives that would work on Facebook, but it'd give you the opportunity to scale much quicker, much faster, and overall, I would say give you the ability and the freedom to not deal with the headaches that Facebook's having. So with that, TikTok is in the golden era as far as advertising, right? I'd say TikTok is what Facebook was in 2016, right? That's what that golden era, where literally with TikTok, I mean, you could have a winning campaign, and the next day you could really scale it up to like $1,000 a day without the algorithm getting thrown off. There is a downside to TikTok. And hence why, for me, rolling out this TikTok offer, I included user-generated content that we complete on our end. And the reason for that is just because a lot of brands don't have resources to find videographers to shoot their content, right? That's the biggest problem if you choose as an agency owner to roll out this TikTok offer. That, like I said, most brands don't have 40, 60 plus pieces of UGC. So with that, I mean, that's the biggest pain. That's the biggest problem. And if you want to be successful in business, I mean, it all comes down to solutions. If you're able to provide a solution and provide an irresistible offer, then there's no really downside with scaling out this offer. So the reason why I have been MIA from, I'd say, YouTube is just because, in general, I've just been focusing on rolling out this new offer. And with that, what it entails is just, let me fix my camera here. Cool. All right, but a lot of people in this space are trying to adjust, right? Trying to pivot, trying to see what the next step is. I mean, yeah, you can stick with Facebook, but I feel like there's such a better opportunity with TikTok just because, all right, there's brand new audiences joining, trying to catch in on the wave, and there's people that have been advertising for TikTok for like the past year or 2 years, like during the start of the pandemic. But TikTok has shown to be a major player in the game, right? It's shown to really stick around and face Facebook head on. So now with TikTok being like a direct competitor to Facebook, it means that TikTok is here to stay. I mean, TikTok has viable data. Ads manager is solid. It's similar setup, just like a Facebook, sort of campaign wise. As far as targeting, I mean, with TikTok, you have to target broader. That's the only way you're gonna win. And ideally, there is like I said, there's just so much more leeway with TikTok, right? You're not paying for higher CPMs. You have to deal with less headaches, and overall, it's just an opportunity. If you want to stick with Facebook as an agency owner, be my guest. I mean, there's still clients that want help on Facebook ads, but I think with e-commerce as a whole, TikTok just giving you way more better returns and dealing with lower CPMs and less headaches. Like I said, but if you choose to roll out this offer, you have to face the problem of clients don't have user-generated content on hand. That's why they're going to you. That's why they go to agency owners. That's why they try to test a bunch of stuff before they really get their process streamlined. So with that, you have to provide a solution. And for me, the reason why the way I was able to find my videographer, the way I was able to find a media buyer, is just through my network. I've been on the Facebook platform for like 2 years talking about Facebook ads, but now literally I just made a post saying, hey, look, does anybody recommend a good videographer? And then somebody in my network tagged the creative director that I have now. So we're on track and everything is pretty much streamlined. It's a system. But I don't want you to overcomplicate it, right? The biggest thing if you want to roll out this TikTok offer is finding somebody to produce user-generated content at a pretty cheap price, and which isn't easy. I mean, videographers are charging like $2,000, $3,000 just for like 20 batches of content. So for you, it's a longer process to find quality people, but once you have those quality people on your team, I mean, the offer is really irresistible, and there's so much more opportunity with this. So that's what I've been focusing on. As far as finding a media buyer, I mean, I was trying to find users on Facebook for like TikTok, but I just realized like Facebook groups doesn't really work as well as if you just made a post with Upwork. So I found my media buyer via Upwork, and like I said, creative director was just through my social network. So with that being said, times are changing. I just feel like this is a brand new opportunity, right? Now a lot of agency owners are rolling out this offer, so I want to be ahead of the game. I want to be a pioneer for changes that are happening. And like I said, if Facebook keeps going the route it's going, I feel like it's just going to continue losing a lot of its users to TikTok. I'm not saying that, like I said, Facebook still works. I think Facebook works best for info product brands, but as far as with ECOM, I think everybody in the market knows that they're tired of Facebook. They're tired of losing their trust to Facebook, right? With a bunch of updates, not really catering to their advertisers, but they're just focused on the metaverse. So they're just pivoting, which is fair. And let's say if TikTok is just offering lower CPMs, being easier for it to scale, then why not go to that platform? But like I said, like I keep saying, right, the downside of TikTok is you need creatives. 90% of success on TikTok comes down to how well does your creatives connect with your audience. Does it attract attention? Does it keep the prospects on your ad intrigued? So I mean, that's the biggest downside of TikTok, right? But like I said, I offer solutions, and I believe you should too if you're an agency owner, right? This is just all in all what's happening in the market, just an overall shift. And if you want to be a player in this game, you have to offer what other agencies are doing. So with that being said, that's just what I've been focused on. For me, I'm rolling out. I'm doing two things. I'm posting content on Facebook groups, still getting tons of likes, tons of feedback. And then as well as I'm starting to send out cold emails to attract clients. So my long-term vision is really to automate all of the organic side first before I dip into paid advertising. So my plan is to hire a virtual assistant, or not a virtual appointment setter. Hire appointment setter to go through my own Facebook group to react with or interact with the people that comment on my post, and then really just look to set appointments organically. Also plan on getting another appointment setter to handle the cold email side of things. So then really I have two systems firing off, and I'm at complete automation to where my 90% of my time is really just spent on hopping on sales meetings, checking in with clients, and then figuring out ways that I can continually get more meetings booked on my calendar. So the process isn't hard. You just have to adjust, and you have to offer what everybody else isn't doing, and you'll be in a good spot as far as in 2022. So that's all I have for you guys. Just tune into the next video. Probably will shoot some more content tomorrow and upload it probably like throughout the week. But my goal is probably like 2 videos a week, maybe even 3, just to touch base and really grow this thing back up for this channel. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed, and more content on the way.